Educate your people!
Really to highlight the plight of our rhino in South Africa and the fact that they are being used for traditional Chinese medicine, and that we really cannot sustain what we see as the on-sale slaughter of our rhino to feed a demand that actually does nothing for its people. And as far as we are concerned, we need to see the Chinese, Vietnamese, Cambodian governments coming out and globally condemning the use of rhino horn in traditional Chinese medicine, and the use of rhino horn for gifts, the use of rhino horn as part of a political or otherwise meeting. We need to say that rhino horn belongs to the rhino. It is a national heritage of the South African people. It has its own right to live and roam in peace without, on a daily basis, being brutally, painfully slaughtered, where a piece of its face is removed simply for a piece of horn to be crushed and go into a black market where the whole, it is a perverse sense of what our nature is about. It is not here for the use. What we really want them to
educate your people, China.
Actually going to have to send out a task team. That's what we want. We want a task team, and we want some finance from the country that's actually using the rhino horn to try and combat it. But our biggest aim today is to have a reaction from them, and we don't want a reaction like I've just received to say, yes, we condemn the illegal trade in rhino. No, we want you to say we condemn the use of rhino horn in traditional Chinese medicine.
Okay, and what about the South African government? Are they doing enough to...
No, we don't feel the South African government is doing nearly enough, and they're completely on the back foot. In fact, our Minister, Edna Molewa, was supposed to have a meeting, a press briefing today. We had in fact moved our protest to accommodate that so that we could hear for ourselves. That was cancelled again at the last minute. When I spoke to Mr. Albie Modise, the reason was because we'd like to include all stakeholders. Well, I'd like to see that happens, but it's a very poor show. Our rhino are in crisis, and we send out that we're doing a press briefing, and in 24 hours we cancel it. Extremely poor show. Our next protest is going to be to the union buildings because our government needs a wake up for what's happening to the rhino. And if they think that the only way to solve this is to legalize the trade, well, they've got a very big fight on their hands, because we will never ever satisfy the demand of 1.5 billion Chinese, and if we add the Asian bloc, we're looking at close to 3 billion people. Well, in 1960, the world had 3 billion people, and they didn't have the kind of cash the Asian bloc has got. So our rhino are dead, on their feet. The last tremor of the breath of our rhino will be because of the Asian bloc, if we agree to supply this demand.
Stop medicine! Rhino horn is not medicine! Stop feeding our rhino! Stop feeding our rhino!
Just furious as to and the way she was
Yeah! We save our wildlife! Stop feeding our rhino! Stop feeding our rhino!
Two sides to them. They've got one very modern, forward-thinking, very 21st century, and another side which is fueling still the old traditions for Chinese medicine. The rhino horn goes back to traditional Chinese medicine, and if there was no use for this product in traditional Chinese medicine, we wouldn't see our rhino being killed. The reason that we have our rhino being killed is because it is a valuable product. It is a product in demand, It carries great weight and it makes people a hell of a lot of money. We need a really strong message sent out by the Chinese, Vietnamese and Thai people as far as the education of their people is concerned. They need to know that what they are killing these animals for is absolutely worthless.